Hello, welcome. We see we're going to kick off the tournament round. Hello, 3, 2, 1. Hello. It's another episode. It's episode 4. We're going to carry on. As you can see here, up to 4 points of pop. Basically, a few things have happened. Matt Tremont has left the company because whatever. Matt Tremont's gone. 2KO have gone as per the storyline, but they're actually gone. They're gone from the company, so is him. We have brought in Danny Demento, who will debut tonight. He's a bad road agent, so we've got a temporary road agent for the night in Crowbar, who's a pretty good road agent, and we might bring him in because actually we found out on local screen he's only getting 30 a show, so I'm quite happy bringing Crowbar as a road agent. And I've got this covered like this because there's a debut. Let's jump to that. We're bringing somebody in, and I don't want it to be ruined. Let's go and do the show. So we kick off the show. Vladimir Radonov announces officially to the public that Matt Tremont hasn't left the company. He'll be removed from the tournament and not replaced. Everyone gets a win for their record. Didn't do well at the script. I wish that was consistent. It's a hangover from previous games. Because sometimes he smashes it, and sometimes it's. So I wish it was more consistent. 95 people today. We're getting close to that 100, which will be sick. Get to 33 to open the show. Now, the tag team title match starts. Out comes the tag team champions, officially still by the company, not recognized as tag team champions, but they walk around with tag team titles. Their opponents come out, and it's the guest team, just one night only, of Colin Delaney and Gregory Iron. And in a 40-rated match, the Rep defeat Colin Delaney and Gregory Iron 14-6 when Dave McCall pins Gregory Iron after interference from Ruckus. Ruckus is the debut. This match is going to be a car crash style stunt show. The Rep make defense number 3 of the tag team titles. Colin Delaney and Gregory Iron are pretty good. Delaney's rusty. It's okay. But Ruckus, let's look at Ruckus's gimmick. Large boost of star quality and matches and angles. It's great. Then after the match, Julius Smokes grabs a microphone. He goes, after last month, the boss rang me and said, good, we're taking care of 2KO. Now, let's make a statement. So I brought in Ruckus. Ruckus is now part of 5150 management, and this company will be leveled up by 5150. The boss demands it. And the booing goes, don't boo me. I answer to a god. Yes, 26, that's fine. In a strong style tournament match, a 40 rated match, good wrestling, good heat. Brian Johnson defeats Bam Sullivan in 15:06 by pinfall. The DDT won. Brian Johnson picking up another win. He's doing very well. 40 and 40, they both do the same. That's great. Then we get Ken Brody and Vincent Nothing. The match a little too short. It's okay. Ken Brody beats Vince Nothing. I don't think he'll be around after the tournament. Then we get Tim Dunst, who has this little tiny effigy of Matt Tremont and a bin. And he just covers Matt Tremont in lighter fluid, sets him on fire, drops him in a bin. You'll never see Matt Tremont in this company again. We got rid of some trash when that boy left. Now, I know what people think of me. They look and they go like, Tim, you're not really a big big, strong, styly, strikey boy. You're not really a big deathmatchy hardcorey boy. You are a technical, get down and wrestle guy. I know what you think of me. I know what the roster thinks of me. I don't fit here. I don't belong in New York Strong Style. I shouldn't be anywhere near this company. You don't wrestle in New York. You don't do things. I do. I wrestle here. I was asked to wrestle here. I am part of this company. Therefore, I am part of the identity of this company. I'm a day one. I'm going to prove to you I'm every bit New York Strong Style that everyone else is. I had a 39 rated match. Tim Don's getting a 46. Kelly McMurphy getting a 34. Tim Don's beats Kelly McMurphy by submission. McMurphy taking another stump bump. That's good. 39, that's fine with that. Then we get just a random chuck the three of them on, give Danny Demento a debut match. I don't know I'm going to keep him, but he's really only here to be on the booking team, to be honest. Blackstream defeats CC Boost and Danny Demento. Match was designed to calm the crowd. I think he did a good job. MV Young wants to know who his opponent is because he's got a night off. This is inevitable. This is inevitable. Shut up. This is inevitable, right? You do a save in New York at some point. You got to do this. You got to do Sandman, right? You're in the tri-state area and you're doing a promotion. At some point, you Sandman. Shut up. Of course you. Shut up. I don't care. He's 61 years old. Bring in Sandman. Sandman for one night only. Taking MV Young. It's Sandman. He comes out to enter Sandman because we're not paying license fees. And he walks down. He drinks a beer. He smashes on his head. He faces up to MV Young with his cane in his hand. Everyone's popping like mad. All 95 people losing their. Yeah. The match gets to 30 because, of course, it's going to suck. Sandman's 61 years old. And it was 3 minutes 34 in an absolute domination. MV Young destroys a 61-year-old Sandman because, of course, he does. He's 61 years old. This is logically the only way this match can go. To 30. And then MV Young gets to the mic, gets to 52. Look at this. He's pointing down at the broken body of Sandman. Look at this pathetic mess. You call this a legend? I beat him with ease. Anyone else in this company think you can beat me now? You think you're better than a legend? Nobody in this country, in this company, in this country, in this world can touch me. I will win the Super Strong Style Grand Prix. Then I get to pick my own opponent when I win. Maybe with this piece of shit. Maybe another ECW legend piece of shit. I don't know. All I know is I get what I want. When I want, how I want. Because I am the face of this company. I'm the future of this business. You look at MV Young. Let me spell it out for you. MV Young. He makes an M with one hand and a V with another one. This show, we get 35 up in one region. Show benefits from having quite a wide selection of angles. That's good. We're getting there with that. 35. I'm going to praise, what a shock. This won't surprise you, Tim Donst and MV Young. I'm going to tell them that they're awesome because they're awesome. Very happy. Was very happy. Financial report. We lost more money because obviously we brought in some guests. Popularity recap. We didn't quite. Oh. I hope we were going to go 5. We didn't go 5. Ugh, that's annoying. All right. I'll see you in a second for the next show. Okay, so next show, Strong Style Grand Prix round 4. We did a little thing. We did another show, No Sleep Till Bronxlandia. Just a little random 1-hour show. We got 100 people in. We lost more money because of it, but I was trying to see if we could maybe push, at least not in our home area, and get more spillover. Didn't happen. I should have known. Never works. But Vlad opens the show. Then Tim Donst beat Ken Broadway, not in a tournament match. Tim Donst promo, I can't remember what it was. Bam Sullivan and Brian Johnson defeated Kilman Murphy and Blackstrom. And then MV Young defeated Danny Demento to retain the Tri-State Open title. Then he cuts a promo. I got 15 and 58. I was very happy with it. Now, if you look at the tournaments, here we are. Brian Johnson with 3 points. Ken Broadway with 2 points. Kilman Murphy, no points. Matt Trainwell gone. MV Young 3 points. Tim Donst 2 points. Vince Nothing 2 points. Bam Sullivan 1 point. So tonight we'll have 3 matches in the tournament. And MV Young will defend the title against somebody else. At some point, somebody's going to have to wrestle twice. Hang on, we've got 3, 4, 3, 2. Tim Donst is lagging behind 3 and 3. But that he's wrestling tonight, so that should be that. Financially, we lost more last month because we spent double because we did 2 shows. We also made more ticket money. If we look at merchandise, we're up to 55%, getting towards that level 3. In terms of finance, what I mean, look at this. 461 is what we can expect to make. And we've got that 1, 1, 1, and 4. No spillover in Canada yet. I know it's only 20%. We get in those regions. That's fine. In fact, hang on, right? If we get spillover into New England, he only spills over in Tri-State. So none of our areas, yeah. See, we spill over into New England, Mid-Atlantic, Great Lakes. Great Lakes spills over into Midwest. Ontario bits, we should be getting a little bit more growth in Ontario than I think we're getting, but it's fine. Ignore one thing there. Oh, what a shock. Question marks, unknown gimmick. Yeah, I'm keeping a secret from you. Let's run the show. So we kick off the show, as always, with Vlad Radinov welcoming everyone to the show and running down the tournament standings like I just did for you. For the fans in attendance. 100 people in Bronxlandia. So we've got 100 people again for the show. That's great. So we're half filling this venue now. Road onto our first goal, which is sell out Bronxlandia. That's kind of our first sort of like mini goal, is to sell out this venue, but we're halfway there. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh. I'm assuming you finish it at home. So you got to third pro. Let me kick off with our first tournament match of the night, which is Brian Johnson in a good match defeating Kelly McMurphy in 14-18 by pinfall. I forgot to make Kelly McMurphy take a stunt bump, which is why you're here. Especially in a crazy car crash match, it would have worked out. Never mind. Forgot all about it. They were very equally matched. Kelly McMurphy was slightly better. My plan was to dump him after the tournament, but I think we're going to keep him around. And maybe do something with him. Then we get a 45 rated match. Ken Broadway beating Bam Sullivan by submission in 15 minutes, 15 seconds. Great match. Great match. Very happy with that. And Tim Donst comes out and he's got 47. We're hinting at Tim Donst. They don't like it. We may abandon it. Tim Donst thanks the fans for believing in him. Manager giving him a chance. He only gets angry because he believes the company has something and that nobody's bigger than the idea of New York Strong Style. The fan, they're like, the fans are behind this. Is what the fans are doing. We're doing this for you. All 100 people in this venue coming to support us. We respect it. Thank you very much. And then Tim Donst beats Vincent Nothing by submission. 15-43, gets a 45-44 rated match. Man, all right, dump the face. No, we're just going to do it, man. Yeah, we're just going to do it, man. They 50 come out and surround Tim Donst. The end of the ring and beat down Tim Donst while Julius Smokes cuts a promo. He's on the microphone. He goes like, how dare you, Tim Dunst? How dare you run down the real power behind this company? How dare you mock my employer, my boss? He is making sure we are paving the way. We have said it time and time again. We are making sure this company is ready for when he arrives. Because this company is him. He is this company. You want to talk about New York strong style? There's only one man who represents, who embodies New York strong style. We are his fist, and all this time they're just beating down Tim Dunst. We are his arms, his body. We take his message and we beat you with it. Because you will respect the God of New York. We will make you respect the God of New York. And he back off, and Tim Dunst is like there, and they're not gonna like it. Didn't go down very well. I knew it wouldn't go down very well. But it doesn't matter, because I just needed him to be a face. Just needed him to be a face. 38, I'll take. Then just a normal match. Just Blackstone defeating Danny Demento. Got 40. It's a big wild brawl match. It was fine. Then in the main event, in a 53 rated match, MV Young makes Ruckus submit. Defense number 7 of the Tri-State Openweight title. I forgot to make Julius Smokes his manager. Never mind. We will make Julius Smokes Ruckus his manager. Gets a 53, gets a 59. Ruckus gets a 44. 53. Sick. Then MV Young gets on the mic, because Ruckus is beaten down. Like, Ruckus isn't in a good place. Gets on the mic. He says, because like every show, as says the first words, Ruckus gets up and he's plants him in the fist, knocks him down, gets the mic back. Every show I hear about the one, I hear about your boss. I hear Julius Smokes talking riddles about who is coming, who's running this place, preparing the way for him. He picks up a chair and just rattles it over Ruckus, and Ruckus goes down. He gets in, he hits him, punching. Ruckus is busted open. He wipes the blood off Ruckus and adds it to the belt. Now it's MV Young. He should have done that with Sandman, actually. Let's say that he did. Sandman, Ruckus, Maven Bentley, and his own. Blood after blood. He should have been doing this every opponent. Blood after blood after blood. Only important ones. So forget Sandman. Then now Ruckus. He gets microphone. He looks in Ruckus's face. And he goes, take a message from me back to Julius Smokes. I know he can hear me, but it's important that you tell him. Tell him to come. Tell him to come here. I know who he is. We all do. Everyone knows who he's talking about. Tell the God of New York to meet the God Killer. He hits one more chair shot over Ruckus and walks out with the belt. 57 rated. 47 rated show. Up in one region. Address the locker room. I'm going to tell it to Tim Dunst because that promo went badly. That turn went badly. So I'm going to tell him he's awesome. Tell him he's awesome. Very happy. Very happy. Financial report. We lost $496. Up to that $300, baby. $300, 53 in merch. We're $6,000 in debt. I hate it. I hate it so much. Popularity recap. We're up to 5. We're up to 5. All right, I'll see you in a second. We're going to do one more show. One more show on this episode. Let's rock and roll. Okay, 101 people, an extra person in the building. Vladimir opens the show and announces tonight the only tournament matches, as far as he is aware. It is only tournament matches. We run down the tournament standings. In first place, Brian Johnson with 4 wins. Joint second place, Ken Broadway, MB Young, and Tim Dunst with 3 wins. In fifth place, Vincent Nothing with 2 wins. In sixth place, Spam Sullivan with 1 win. And Kelly McMurphy is in seventh with no place. And of course, Matt Tremont DQ'd out of the company, out of the tournament. That's the opening show. They haven't got the show hotter. We got a 32. Fine with that. Let's move on. We're doing a shorter show tonight. We've only got one ref. We let Crowbar have the night off. We let a bunch of people like Blackstream, Danny Demento, Ruckus, Nate Carter, Dave McCall. All these guys have got the night off. So really trimmed down what we're spending. And I'll explain after the show why we did that. 32. In our opening match, Brian Johnson defeats Vincent Nothing. Brian Johnson has not lost in this tournament. Brian Johnson quietly building momentum, never letting us down. A 43, quietly being every show. Vincent Nothing getting a 28. The match is designed to be a car crash style match. Yeah, great. You got to win 35. Fine with that. Next match, Kelly McMurphy versus Bam Sullivan. This is the problem with only having like 4 matches. I need to get everything in. And we shouldn't have had a car crash and a wild brawl back to back. We suffered because of it. I know that. I never do this, but it has to be. The creative finish was a failure. So we're not even going to talk about it because it failed. It took a stump bump. The match got a 28. Bam Sullivan picks up a win. Killer McMurphy still without a win, I believe. And I forgot to put the promo in the wrong place. Did I? Brilliant. 1 second. So we're going to explain now. Ken Broadway was like, I know he said it was tournament matches only. But I went to manager and asked for a match. And they gave me Schlack. And I just beat Schlack. And I proved who Ken Broadway is. I get overlooked in the conversation of this company. So everyone wants to talk about Brian Johnson's impressive run. Everyone wants to talk about Tim Dunst. Everyone wants to talk about MV Young. Who's right there with Tim Dunst and MV Young? Who quietly outperforms everyone when he's there? You see, I am going to make the next round. I'm going to make the knockout stages. Guarantee it. And then when I'm there, a motivated me. I'm going to file into me. See, Matt Tremont messed this up for everybody. I should have been beating Matt Tremont tonight. But instead, I beat Schlack. What a nobody. You will learn to do things Ken Broadway. 31. The Ken Broadway is better. So then Julius Smokes comes out. And MV Young, Tim Dunster in the ring before they can start the match. Julius Smokes is like, gentlemen. Tim, nice to see you after the last show. MV Young, we haven't had a lot to do with each other yet. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Julius Smokes. I'm the spokesman. The day-to-day grinder. The man on the shop floor for 5150 management. Aren't you getting a little annoyed with 5150 management? Mr. Young, you don't like me paving the way, building this company, making sure that we have a good tag division, making sure that things go right, that people look upon us with respect, Mr. Dunst. Disrespected us and you got what was coming to you last week. MV Young, you spoke dangerous words. You call yourself the God Killer? Well, God heard you. Don't panic. My boys have the night off. The rep aren't here. Ruckus aren't here. But MV Young, before this night is over, you will get what you asked for. Juice Brooks leaves. Tim Donch grabs the microphone and is like, whoa. Forget that. Whatever happens, I have your back. Because I'm not taking it anymore. We are building this company. Me, you, Ken Broadway, Brian Johnson, Bam Sullivan. We are the ones building this company, not whatever he's on about. I mean, we know what we know. We get it. We know what's coming. I'm prepared for it. Tim Don's like, I don't think you know really what's coming. But let's put that to one side. So we have a match to have. And they shake hands. It's a 47 rating. And in a 55 rated match, MV Young defeated Tim Dunst in 1642 by submission. MV Young makes defense number 8 of the Tri-State Openweight title. It's part of the tournament. Tim Dunst leaves the ring. He goes to walk to the back. He leaves the building. MV Young goes to grab his microphone to cut his customary show closing speech. Gets the microphone and the lights go out. And when the lights come back on, MV Young is knocked out on the canvas. And there's a hooded figure standing above MV Young. And when that man removes his hood, it is Homicide. Homicide is here in New York strong style. Julius Smokes is stood at ringside going, I told you. Homicide is a New York City, New York strong style. Gets a 40. Get a 43 for the show. Benefit on quite a wide range of wide selection of angles. You finish the show. Let's address the locker room. Let's tell MV Young. Let's tell Homicide that they're awesome. Financial report. We only lost $367 on that show, which is not bad. We hit 404 in terms of ticket sales, 500 merchandise. We have moved to 6 in popularity. And before we finish this episode, we're going to take a look at one thing. Give me the mic so you can take it away. Give me the mic so I can rock it away. I'm gonna hold. Gonna pick it up. Gonna take me down. Don't want. Never gonna stop. Gonna add and on so be no scum. I have a tag partner. And his name is Bam Sullivan. Okay, so here's the two things I want to look at briefly. Let's look at the tournament. So Brian Johnson has 5 points. He has 2 matches left. Ken Broadway has 3 points. He has 2 matches left. Killian Murphy, 0 points, 2 matches left. But he takes on Ken Broadway and Vincent Nothing. So he has a part to play in this. MV Young's got 4 points. He has 3 matches left. Tim Dunst has 3 points. He has 3 matches left. Vincent Nothing has 2 points. He has 2 matches left. Bam Sullivan has 2 points, 2 matches left. The top 4 will qualify for the semifinals. Now, at the moment, that is Brian Johnson, Ken Broadway, MV Young, and Tim Dunst. But could easily change. Vincent Nothing and Bam Sullivan are not out of this. Killian McMurphy is. He cannot qualify. Here's what I really want to look at. Let's look at a couple of things. Because we've got the current prestige of the title up to 3. It started at 0. It's up to 3. So I'm very happy about that. Tag team titles are on 6. They started on 5. What I did was I created them as a tertiary title. And then after the edit, it's floating. So I only had 5 prestige. I wanted it as low prestige as possible. Because this isn't a real title. We're not recognizing this. 177 days their reign, but technically, But this is what I want to look at, right? $220, annoyingly, because of Schlack and Homicide. Like, if it hadn't been for that, it would have been, the worker cost would have gone down to 420, 300 something, like 300. But show costs less. Production, though we're not finished paying it, less. Actually, less production. We went down to an hour and a half. But we made $100 more in ticket sales. We estimate to make $705 in terms of sponsorship. We're not that far away from maybe being able to break even on a show on a month. We're not that far away. Gone from losing $1,000 that month, losing 220. It's getting better. I hate that we're so much in debt. Our merch levels are at 63. Once we hit 3% for merch level 3, I'm probably not going to bother upgrading. Or what we'll do is we'll upgrade conservative consistently. So we're still moving up. We want to still moving up, but we don't want to be spending that much money. That's basically it. We look at our schedule. We have got on our next episode, we will be doing round 6, round 7, and the Grand Prix finals. But the biggest thing is that the head of 5150, the notorious 187, Homicide, is here.